All right, in this one, we are going to go over how we edit high altitude drone photos. So I'm going to go into Lightroom, going to import my high altitude drone photos, our exterior import. Usually you'd be importing these, with your other exteriors, but we're just focusing on really the photoshopping of these right now. So I'm going to go into them. Pretty sure these are actually already cropped. Yeah, these are already cropped to 2x3. So if these were normal, like typically, these would actually be in 16:9 right now, and you'd have to crop them to 2x3, but we don't have to. Make sure your horizon is level by selecting this angle tool and making sure the horizontal lines are parallel. Do that for both photos real quick. These don't really need any basic tab edits. Maybe one, like 0.1 or 0.2 down on the exposure, but nothing crazy. Oh, one other tip. Sometimes, say this was kind of like a cloudy day, dehaze can do a really good job at really making the clarity in this area become a lot better. And it's actually doing a good job for these pictures. So I'm gonna do like plus 25 and plus 29 on these. Okay, now these are ready to go into Photoshop. So I'm gonna select both of them, Control click, edit in Adobe Photoshop, and then edit a copy with Lightroom adjustments. All right, and the first thing that I'm gonna do for these photos is replace the sky with my Photoshop shortcut, which is Command W. That looks good to me. So I'm gonna select all these layers and hit Command E to combine them. All right, now we're gonna go into our Finder, and I keep my editing files in my desktop section. So I'm gonna open that, and as you can see, I have my arrow icon, and I'm gonna pull this down, put it right on the house. So now I have my arrow icon down, and you can see this school right here. And this is really what I was trying to get in this high altitude photo. So now I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna combine these layers by pressing Control E or Command E. Then I'm gonna come over here to my brush tool, and I'm gonna make sure that the size is selected on like 55, somewhere around there, and then hardness on 100, mode normal, opacity 100, flow 100, smoothing 10%. That's fine. This is all fine. Then we're gonna come over to our color, make sure you're in the colors tab here, and I'm gonna make sure I'm on white. So I can do that. You can select all these colors or select anywhere on this color slider. White and black are always available if you just pull and pull it to the corner. So now I have white selected, and I'm just gonna make a dot right on this school. Then I'm gonna come back over here and make this around 30, 20 or 30 pixels. And I'm gonna put a dot right in the middle of the school. I'm gonna put a dot in the middle of the other dot. Then I'm gonna shift click. I'm gonna come up here, and I think it'll look good if it angles out a little bit. So I'm gonna go like that. So now I have a little pointer at this school, and then I'm gonna open my horizontal type tool. I'm gonna want horizontal type tool, and I have it selected on Helvetica Light, 30 points, 30 text size 30, and then I'm just gonna select here, and then I'm gonna write the name, whatever the name of the school is. And then I'm gonna pull it so it's slightly overlapping with this line. Then I'm going to select the background. So these are layers. So when I select the background, whatever I bring onto this is actually gonna land between the background and Memorial High School. So I'm gonna come down to this tool right here, the rectangle tool. I'm gonna select it, and then I'm gonna draw a rectangle on top of Memorial High School. So as you can see, it's white right now. I don't want it to be white, so I'm going to come up here to the fill color and make it black. So these are recently used colors, but I could also come into here and select black by dragging to the bottom corner and hitting OK. Then I'm going to take the opacity. I'm going to make sure this layer is selected. And I'm going to take the opacity and drag it to like 50, maybe 40 actually. Yeah, 30 or 40 I think looks, yeah, 42 looks really good for this. If it looked like this, all it means is your rectangle is above your text, so you just have to select it and drag it below. And then you can select off of it, and then you kind of have your final product. So all you have to do now is combine all these layers, and then hit Command S to save the photo, and it will then show up in your Lightroom right here. So we're going to do this with the other photo as well. We're going to select up here. And as you can see here, there is a highway in the shot. So I'm going to do everything I did for the last one. I'm just going to do add the sky, and I'm actually going to flip this sky so it doesn't look weird between the photos. Combine all the layers, come into my Finder, drag my arrow down, put my arrow where I know the house is, combine the layers again, come over here to my brush tool, and I have 30 selected, so I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to make the line first. Then I'm going to increase it to around 50 or 60, make the dot. Then instead of adding text, I actually have icons, PNGs of icons made for all of the highways near me. So I'm just going to use this one as an example. And you just bring it on, you size it correctly, something like that, and then you add it like that, press enter, and then you can combine the layers and save the photo, and Command S to save the photo. And then once I come back into Lightroom, that is the difference. So I have these nice high altitude shots pointing out really key points in the area, which your agents, if you do this for your agents, they're going to love you. Most real estate photographers don't do this, and this is a great way to differentiate yourself. So I'll see you guys in the next video.